board. I want you to say them with me, okay? That spells collect. 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 Collect has 2 syllables. Collect. Clap it with me. Collect. 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 You got it? Collect. Collect is in verb. It is a verb. That means that it's something that you do. A verb is an action word. So what we will do today is we will use collect in a sentence. Okay? Collect means to gather things from different places and to bring them together. So if you're picking up like pencils around the classroom, or you're picking up stuff from your centers, you're gathering them from different places and you're going to bring them together. Can you say that with me? Collect means to gather things from different places and bring them together. Thank you. Good job. So we have a story here. This story is called Hetty's 100 Hats. Does 100 sound familiar? Who remembers 100? Didn't you just have 100 days of school? And what did you do on your 100th day of school? Karina. You forgot?
Yeah.
Haley?
We made 100 hats.
You made a hat, huh? That had 100 stars on it. So this book is kind of like that, but this is a story about a little girl who likes to collect. She likes to collect hats. And she asked all of her friends and her family to help her collect 100 hats. Okay? Hetty had 3 hats, a yellow hat to wear on hot sunny days, a blue waterproof hat to wear on rainy days, and a red woolly hat to keep her ears warm on cold winter days. Can everybody see? No. Hetty liked to collect hats. And she was very pleased when her brother Henry's head got too big for his baseball cap. Can I have that hat, please? Hetty asked. Her brother happily handed it over. A few days later, Hetty was invited to her cousin Peter's birthday party at the Pizza Palace. She brought home her pink party hat and wore it nonstop for 3 days. Hetty's father said, "That reminds me, Hetty, I'm going to buy you a hard hat when you go out riding on your scooter." Hetty happily counted her hats. She had 6. The next day, Hetty went to see her grandma. Hetty told her all about how she likes to collect hats. So Grandma said, "Look in the attic. I think you'll find some more hats up there." Hetty found 4 hats. Hetty's grandma said she could take all the hats home with her. You see all these hats she has? Yeah. So her grandma's helping her to collect hats. 10 hats, said Hetty's mom. "Have you collected enough hats now, Hetty?" "Oh no," said Hetty. "I'd like to have lots more. In fact, I'd like to have 100 hats." Hetty wasn't sure how many 100 was, but she thought it sounded very important.
Those are kitchen things. Why is she using them as hats?
When Hetty's auntie came to see her, she was surprised to see Hetty wearing a colander. Hetty explained that she was making a collection of hats. A collection is when you have collected everything that you want, and then you put it together. That makes a collection. So Hetty's auntie asked her to be a bridesmaid in her wedding. And Hetty looked very lovely in her bridesmaid outfit, and she wore a wonderful circle of silk flowers on her head. Now she's up to 30 hats, she muttered as the photographer took her picture.
Wow!
Everyone at the wedding was feeling happy and generous. So when Hetty asked them if they happened by any chance to have any spare hats, because she liked to collect hats, lots of people around the world decided to help her out. And the next day, emails flew out to send hats to Hetty because she liked to collect hats. So the postman, he brought a lot of exciting looking parcels to her, a lot of exciting boxes to her. And when he asked her what's inside of them, she said, I like to collect hats. I've got 50 hats, but I need more. Bob at the building site gave her a hard hat. Mr. Cook gave her a chef's hat and a waitress hat. Fred at the fire station gave her a fire helmet. Mrs. Sadler gave her a hat from the writing school. And the lady at the toy shop gave her an old witch's hat that she had left over from Halloween. And the ladies and gentlemen at the retirement home, they found out that she liked to collect hats. So they gave her 6 more hats and told her all good stories to go with all the hats. Can you see? Hetty counted her hats. Now she has 65 hats. And days went by, but then no more hats came. And she didn't think she was going to be able to complete her collection. Hetty was in school, and Hetty's teacher wondered why she wasn't listening in class. I'm thinking about hats. I like to collect hats, said Hetty. Hetty, do pay attention, said her teacher. We are talking about the class history project, so what do you think we should do for Parents' Evening next week? Have a hat parade, Hetty said, and the whole class made and brought in historical hats. A great effort, said Hetty's teacher after the parade, but I don't know where I can store 21 hats. So what do you think Hetty did? She took those 21 hats and she added it to her hat collection. Hetty's friend Susan asked her how many hats she had now. 86, Hetty said proudly. It's my birthday next week and you all are invited to my hat making party. I want to complete the collection on my birthday. You think she'll do it?
Yeah.
You think she will? That Saturday, Hetty collected a huge pile of paper, card, ribbons, strings, bits of fabric, old birthday cards, felt pens, scissors, crayons, and sticky tape. She helped her mother cover the table with an old blanket and she set out lots of glue and pens. And Hetty and her friends worked hard all afternoon and they made 10 original hats. 3 more hats she needed. Hetty was worried as she waved goodbye to her friends. Cheer up, Hetty, said her mom. I've got some more birthday presents from you. Remember, her grandma remembered that she liked to collect hats. So she sent her an old bonnet and a sparkling pink beret. Your collection is complete now, said Hetty's mom. Hetty hurried off to put the new hats in her bedroom with the rest of her hat collection.
Wow.
That's a lot of hats, huh?
Like 100 hats, yes. And they have kitchen. 2 cats. Wow. 1890.
But oh no, I've only got 99 hats, said Hetty. I need one more hat
To make
my
100.
collection complete. And Hetty was so upset that she cried, even though it was her birthday. So Hetty's mother tried to cheer her up. We can make a hat together. We can't, sobbed Hetty. I've used up all the hat making bits, and I did want to finish my collection today. Look, said Hetty's mom, you haven't read Henry's letter. It's not a hat, but she opened up the letter, and her brother Henry has sent her instructions on how to make a newspaper hat.
Newspaper.
Make a hat out of newspaper.
Wow.
So she made her newspaper hat, and she twirled around showing it off. But then she caught sight of her mother's shoes. And she said, I think I like shoes now. So what do you think she's going to do with those shoes? You think she's going to collect shoes next?
Yeah. She is going to.
Did you guys like that story?
Yeah.
So I want to show you a video of children who like to collect things in their backyard.
The backyard.
Mm-hmm. Is it in your email?